Merry Christmas, everybody. Diamond Jim Lowe here, the voice of Barrie Wrestling, and welcome to our Christmas social distance variety show. Now, Barrie Wrestling owner Shawn Gibson asked me to do the intro tonight, but I decided I needed some help from my tag team partner. Fans, please make some noise for one half of the Diamond and Cole connection, Santa Claus. Santa, welcome to Barrie Wrestling.
Oh, it's good to be here, Jim. Merry Christmas.
Now, Santa, is there any truth to the rumor that you are watching tonight because you want to see Mark Wheeler get punched in the face?
Well, I don't like to see anyone on the naughty list, but if there's one name I've seen there, it might be his.
Fair enough. Now, we're going to get right to the action, but Santa, you had a very important reminder to all the fans watching tonight.
Yes, of course. Now, in the comments below, you'll find a link to a GoFundMe page, and we're raising money for the Barrie Christmas Cheer 2020 campaign. If you want to stay on the nights list, you want to give a click to that link.
Fans, listen to the big man. He knows what he's talking about. Christmas Cheer for Barrie and District does so much incredible work in our community. Please support them by making a donation. Now, Santa, are you ready to see some people get beaten up?
I'm ready, if you are.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Christmas fans of all ages, my name is Diamond Jim Lowe, and welcome to Barrie Wrestling Presents the Christmas Social Distance Variety Show.
Bro, we gotta go. We're having a show in Barrie. We gotta get there right now. Canada, we can't have a show without us.
We're staples of Barrie. I know what you're talking about.
So we gotta get there right now. I got your gear with you. Come on, let's go.
Okay,
Let's go. It's time for us to go.
Wait, in Barrie?
Barrie.
We can't make it there.
Why
The
not?
border's closed. You not know this?
What's that got to do with us going to the wrestling show?
We can't get there.
Why?
We legally can't get
Why?
there.
Said who?
Oh my God. The governments, the world, there's a global pandemic. Justin Trudeau, Bill Gates, Deborah Messing, come on. Oh, we're taking classes off. This is serious.
So if we can't be in Barrie, Ontario, physically, we need to be there in spirit.
The Christmas spirit.
Barrie Wrestling, Merry Christmas from the Buffalo Brothers.
And happy holidays.
And welcome to the Barrie Wrestling Social Distance Variety Show. My name is JJ Mayfield, and I'm joined by my favorite rock not named Dwayne Johnson, Diamond Jim Lowe.
JJ, Merry Christmas. I'm so pumped. First we had a Zoom call with Santa, and now a night of Barrie Wrestling action.
I can't believe you trashed Santa like that on the Zoom call.
He's my tag team partner, JJ. Come on.
Just because you guys have the same build doesn't mean you're tag team partners. Come on now.
I'm a little sexier than Santa, but we're both red hot lovers, JJ.
Oh, there it is. You're going to be on the naughty list for sure if you catch my drift. We have a hell of a show for you here tonight. And we're going to kick things off in a way that, if the Barrie Wrestling crowd was here, they would not like this guy one bit.
I'm not going to get caught tonight. You're going to take a look at the biggest arms in the world. You're talking about Clay Wilson.
These are the biggest arms in the world?
Yeah, they really don't look like the biggest arms in the world, but Clay Wilson, he may have the biggest mouth in the world, JJ.
He never shuts up. I've never heard him once shut up, and this comes from someone who talks for a living. This guy talks a lot.
The poor referee, he's got to listen to this close up. I don't think Wilson's got the biggest arms in the ring, let alone the world.
You're right about that. Uh-oh. I'm scared.
The silence you hear right now, JJ, is the way the Ferris Lane Community Church falls every time this man shows up. The absolutely terrifying, demented Holden Albright.
Holden Albright, one of the most terrifying human beings. That mask is terrifying. I'm gonna go hide for a second. Can you just hang on for a sec?
I always look for a place to hide when he comes into the ring. My poor Brad Myers, the referee, he's always got to be my human shield when Albright shows up.
I just signed up for this guy.
Alright, I'm back. Scared.
Okay, alright.
Mood and whenever Holden Albright
you're
comes
Barrie.
really changes. Not in a good way.
Okay, I'm
Clay Wilson,
Wilson, he's a little scared too.
yeah, but he still hasn't shut up.
Oh, gee. Oh, man, you're a big ugly fella. Oh, okay. Oh, man. This is,
Clay Wilson, of course, made his Barrie wrestling debut at Back to School 6.5. But boy, does he have a big challenge in front of him. Holden Albright, a veteran of Barrie wrestling, vicious, unpredictable, and an absolute powerhouse, JJ.
Holden Albright, a veteran not only of Barrie wrestling, but of pro wrestling in general. He's been everywhere that there is to be. And Clay Wilson, he's still an upstart, Jim. But, he's good. I said it last time, I'll say it again this time. He's great.
2, 3.
Albright, whoa! Trying to take Clay Wilson's head off.
That was a really close one, big fella. Oh, man. Okay.
Clay Wilson, you gotta give it to him. He can run his mouth and still wrestle at the same time.
It's an impressive skill, JJ.
I can't even tie my shoes and talk at the same time. Oh, test of strength. Probably not a good idea against Holden Albright. So transitions into an armbar. And all the torque on that elbow, you can see Albright trying to twist it, pop it out of the socket. I don't know if this is a good idea, Jim.
The mistake opponents make with Holden Albright is assuming that he's simply a brawler. He is actually a very skilled technical wrestler, and he can pinpoint joints and make his opponents pay.
That being said, he's also one heck of a brawl.
Very true, JJ, very true.
Now Clay Wilson transitions into an armbar of his own. Albright says no. Albright, you see the agility as well. He's a big man, but he moves like a cruiserweight. DDT with the knee and going right to work. Just like you said, pinpoint submission accuracy, trying to wear down every limb in Clay Wilson's body.
Oh, man, you're a fast one. Oh, man.
Clay Wilson just running his mouth still. I can't believe that. I'd be out of breath.
I don't know if Wilson has scouted Albright, though. He seems a bit surprised that Albright moves with speed, and anyone who's watched his tapes would know that the big man can fly across that ring.
Well, there's one thing to watching tapes, but then as soon as you get in there and you realize just the size of Holden Albright and the way he's able to move with that size, it's a whole nother ball game. Now Clay, this isn't a good idea. This is just going to anger Holden Albright, and if Albright gets angry, you're not going to like it. Clay Wilson ducks under. Oh, kick! Somehow Clay Wilson ends up back on his feet. Albright charges into the corner with a clothesline.
Back on his feet, but does he still have all his teeth, JJ?
There's a good chance he doesn't, but he's able to fight out. Back onto his feet and back into the arm wringer. Clay Wilson clearly targeting the arm, but Albright's got two of them and uses the second one just to punch Clay right in the face.
Too smart.
See Albright landing awkwardly on the shoulder and the ropes.
All right, you're done.
And now Clay, like a shark who smells blood in the water. Or maybe not. Clay Wilson sent to the outside. Albright hits the ropes. Over a dive, and Clay Wilson.
No, we're not doing this today. We're not doing this
Right in
today.
your living room.
Oh, you want? Hi, I'm the
This is a horror
smartest
movie
guy in
right
the
here.
world. Who's that? Brad, is that you? Is that you, Brad? Come on.
Not Brad.
Who's this guy?
Oh!
Get some 3D glasses.
Brian Weiss was 20 feet away and cringed at the impact of that forearm.
Referee at a count of 5. Albright slides in to break it. And now just continuing to this assault on Clay Wilson, who's able to block the post. He gets chopped for it. You ever been chopped?
I've been chopped, but never by Holden Albright. And I don't want that to change, JJ.
I might give him a call and see if I can change that. Clay back into the ring. He's calling for a count out here. Referee at 5. Albright hasn't moved yet. Jim, this could do it.
Do not count the big man out.
Albright.
Struggling.
9. Albright just able to break the plane. And you can see Clay not happy about that, going right back to work. Now he's calling it stupid, not a good idea.
What do you got, man? What do you got?
Choking on the ropes.
I understand that Clay Wilson wants to play some mind games and get into the head of Holden Albright, but this is not a man that you want to tick off.
No, absolutely not. But at this point, it might be all that Clay can do is to bend the rules to try and get the match in his favor. See, Albright really favoring that shoulder.
What else you got, man? Oh, you got nothing.
Clay
You're
now.
stupid. You can't do
Top
nothing.
wrist lock.
Ah, that's it.
Smart strategy from
no.
Wilson. Could have dislocated his elbow with that move.
Dislocate the elbow, pop your elbow out, it could break your arm. And
What do you got?
kudos to Holden Albright. He's not giving up here.
I will keep him off the ropes when I want.
Albright just swinging wildly here, trying to get any sort of advantage.
He's like a wounded bear right now, JJ.
Going back to the top wrist lock. Albright using that agility and the power. Oh, big enziguri. Albright. Had to steam off the ropes. Senton, nobody home. Can Clay Wilson capitalize on it? Right back to work on the arm.
I have to give Wilson some huge credit here. He has a game plan, and he is sticking to it 100%.
Be honest, like there's a cover. 1, 2.
You're kidding me.
Albright just able to get his shoulder up as we take another look at that clothesline.
That's it. Oh, man. Who's the greatest guy in the
So
world?
close.
Me.
Clay Wilson just said who's the greatest guy in the world, but I'm sitting next to him.
No. You got
Thank you,
I'm
JJ.
talking about Shawn Gibson. He's over here.
You get over here. That's it. I'm going to kill you, Holden.
You just want to get paid.
You're right. So do you. Don't lie. Oh, big back elbow. Holden Albright. Big boot to the face. Here's just the opening that Albright needs. Firing up with 3 chops. And for a 4th, blocked by Wilson.
You don't think so, baby?
Grabs the arm again. Looking for an arm bar.
That's it. Come on.
He's got it locked in. Nowhere for Albright to go right now.
This has got to be it, JJ.
Albright trying to use that size. He's got the ropes there. Great ring awareness from Holden Albright.
Look at Wilson holding on to that move to the last possible second, just avoiding disqualification from referee Brad Myers.
Usually nobody wins with a headbutt, but I think Albright just did. Oh my God.
The impact!
Skull on skull is all you hear. So referee starting the double down here. Both men down. Can anyone answer the count? Albright rolling to the apron. Albright going right to the top rope. What's he thinking here, Jim?
Not a wise decision. Why take that risk? He had Wilson in a vulnerable position. Just pin the man.
Now Wilson going all the way to the top. For a superplex. If he hits this, it's going to be curtains. Well, it's sent from the top. Landed hard. Albright still a little worse for wear on the top rope there, though.
His elbow, his shoulder, his head. Every bit of the big man's aching right now.
A judo throw from the top rope by Clay Wilson, and Albright, that could do it. Albright is in a rough spot, and Clay's got to be wondering what is it going to take to put this guy away as we see Albright come crashing down.
If Barrie wrestling fans had any doubt about Clay Wilson's ability between those ropes, it's been erased here. He is putting on an incredible match against Albright.
Come at me! Come at me! Come here! That's it. Come here.
Wilson. Wilson hits the ropes. Big clothesline.
Staggers the big man.
Looking for a second one. Back elbow, knocking Albright to a knee. Now Clay's got to stay on top of Albright here. He's got an arm in the ropes. Come on, referee, break that hold.
Oh! Say goodnight, Clay Wilson.
Out of nowhere, Albright comes into your screen with the biggest drop kick I've ever seen in anything. Oh, big knee. Albright looking for the clothesline, ducked. Weiss by Wilson, back elbow. Albright hits the ropes looking for lariat.
Wow!
Into the cover. Clay Wilson's going to win this thing. Only
2.779.
Clay Wilson cannot believe it.
You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me.
I don't know who's more shocked, Clay Wilson or us, JJ.
It could be either one, but I would imagine Clay Wilson's probably a little more shocked because he's running out of things to hit Albright with here.
Oh, come on, man. He's out. Check on him. He's out. Come on. Come on.
Wilson.
Have to agree with Wilson. Myers should be checking on Albright. The safety of our competitors should be paramount to any referee.
Albright back to his vertical base. Big clothesline. Clay Wilson goes inside out. Into the cover. 1, 2. Albright's going to knock.
Albright couldn't quite use his weight to full leverage there. And Wilson just gets his left shoulder up to keep this match alive.
Wilson getting dragged back to his feet. Albright could be looking for the Albright driver here. Counter. Back elbow by Wilson. Oh! Chop right to the throat. Buckles Wilson.
I hope Wilson knows a good
Looking
chiropractor.
for the Albright driver. It's not through. Albright almost crushed the referee. Oh, come on! Wilson now with the Lowe. Cover 1, 2. Oh! Albright just able to kick out.
Wilson is just beside himself now.
Well, what's it going to take to keep Albright down? You just kicked him right in the Shawn Gibsons.
Albright looked to have lost a tooth or something there.
You're nothing. You're a piece of garbage. You come from nowhere. You're a nobody. You're pathetic.
Clay Wilson, some hurtful
just
words.
like everybody else here. You're a moron. Stupid. Pathetic.
Oh, and another headbutt.
I think Mr. Wilson's regretting his choice of words right now,
Hang
JJ.
on a second. Counter. 1, 2. Oh my God, Wilson got it.
Wow!
Oh my God, I won it!
Clay Wilson with the shock of the century.
I won the World Cup, baby. Oh man, it's the greatest feeling in the world. Oh yeah, you take that, and you take that, you ugly animal. Greatest thing going is Clay Wilson.
Clay Wilson just beat Holden Albright. What does that mean for Barrie Wrestling going forward?
Well, I think that absolutely puts Clay Wilson on Shawn Gibson's radar.
Well, it absolutely has to.
You know, he talks a lot, but tonight he backed it up.
Special with your camera. There's people out there that think I'm special, and they're all dumb.
Albright carrying the wounds of that match with Clay Wilson. Wilson sending a message that he will take down even the biggest, baddest guys that Barrie Wrestling has to offer.
Coming up next, we have the debut of Sexy Stan Smith against the Grinch, Gabriel Fuerza.
Gabriel Fuerza, one of the most decorated stars in Barrie Wrestling history. He's held the Barrie Wrestling 3 Pistols title, the 400 North Tag Team titles, and the Heavyweight Championship.
And let's not forget about Barrie Wrestling's biggest jerk.
You won't find me disagreeing with that sentiment, JJ.
So here comes Sexy Stan Smith.
What do you know about Stan Smith, JJ?
I know a lot about Stan Smith. He trained at the Battle Arts Academy. He's just very recently making waves throughout Ontario. He was handpicked by Gabriel Fuerza as his opponent here tonight.
Well, we won't hold that against him.
You gotta wonder if it's Gabriel Fuerza looking for a night off.
You know, I am one of the biggest critics of Gabriel Fuerza's character. I think he's a devious individual, but the one thing you can't fault him on is the level of competitiveness. Gabriel Fuerza likes to prove himself against the best in Ontario wrestling. He just sometimes, often, uses underhanded tactics to get his way.
Oh.
That was for you, JJ.
I thought so. Sexy Stan Smith, Gabriel Fuerza. There's the bell. There we go. Locking up. Gabriel Fuerza, Stan Smith. Fuerza with a go behind. Stan Smith counters into a arm wringer into a hammerlock. Maybe not a wise move trying to chain wrestle with someone the likes of Gabriel Fuerza, who's been in this business quite a while and is one of the best.
Fuerza, a day one original with Barrie Wrestling. He can beat you with on the mat, he can beat you with submissions, and he can take to the air better than almost anyone in wrestling.
Clean break by Stan Smith is maybe getting the upper hand of Gabriel Fuerza early. This is not what I thought was going to happen at all.
Look at Fuerza. His mind is already spinning. He's evaluating his opponent's weaknesses, seeing what he can do to change things up very quickly.
Oh, and a counter by Stan Smith. Fuerza tried the old look up there. That always works on you, Jim.
One of these days.
Ducks a clothesline. Couple strikes by Stan Smith, sending Fuerza. Counter. Off the ropes. Fireman's carry. Smith able to wiggle his way out. And again, Sexy Stan with a waist lock, countered by Fuerza. Fuerza baited him in with the foot. There's the leg trip.
That's how we do it, baby.
Fuerza counters better than anyone I've ever seen. It's like his mind just thinks a little bit faster than his opponents every single time.
It's like he's playing chess when everyone else is playing checkers.
Well, if you're going to use a lame cliche, JJ, yeah.
Listen, I just thought I'd try one from your playbook for once, all right? Stan Smith into a cover. Only two. A little too early to put Fuerza away. Mr. Everything of Barrie.
Well, he hasn't won the women's title yet.
You're not wrong. Up and over Fuerza. Onto the apron. Ducks. Oh! Sexy Stan's arm just bent in a weird way there. Fuerza. Oh, he smells it. And a cover. Only a 1 count. See Sexy Stan checking on that arm, trying to get that blood flowing back. Fuerza into the corner now, stomping. Stan Smith. It's a straight kick to the chest. Nothing pretty about that one.
Smith has got to get a bit of separation between he and Fuerza. The longer he lets Fuerza pick apart at him, the harder it's going to be for him to get back in this match.
Now just standing on the shoulder. Oh, and a stomp to the other arm. Stan Smith's in a lot of trouble. He might just give up here. I would if I were him. But I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You're a quitter, not a winner, but we won't hold it against you, JJ. Oh, vicious kick to the shoulder blade by Fuerza.
Just got a weird text from Fuerza's cousin, who wanted me to remind you, Jim, who's forgetting history, that Fuerza was actually robbed of the women's title at a show at the Mavericks Music Hall.
I saw him pinned cleanly in the middle of the ring.
Maybe you should get your eyes checked. You are the one wearing glasses at this announce table.
Fair enough.
Oh, slamming Sexy Stan down to the ground. Into the cover. Only a 2 count. Oh, can hear the impact of Fuerza's strikes right to the back. Fuerza just staying on top of Stan, but Stan's trying to fight back with a chop. He might have just made Fuerza angry, though. European uppercut, Stan Smith comboing together here. Fuerza right back to work on that arm. A detonation kick right onto the arm. Fuerza charging into the corner with a step-up Inzi.
We got him now.
This has been all Gabriel Fuerza.
We've seen this play out so many times in the wrestling ring.
Landed on his feet, though. Oh, hang on. There's a schoolboy. Only a 2 count. So now they're striking each other. Center of the ring. Blocked by Fuerza. Enziguri by Sexy Stan. Both men down. I think it's anyone's ball game at this point.
Sexy Stan's got to make the cover right now. He cannot give Fuerza a chance to catch his breath and get his mind back into this match.
But has too much damage been done to Sexy Stan to capitalize here? You can see he's taking a long time even starting to get back to his feet. Sexy Stan up.
Fuerza also up.
Stan with a clothesline. Back elbow gets that one as well. X Division kick to the face.
Sweet drop kick.
Ducks the clothesline. Sling blade. And Sexy Stan rolling Fuerza into the cover. 2. Fuerza able to get his shoulder up.
Yes, idiot.
Talking to you. Fuerza, Stan Smith. Something's got to give in this match.
Fuerza seems to be struggling to breathe. I don't know if that sling blade caught him a bit in the chest, but he's in trouble right now,
Stan could
JJ.
go for an Alabama Slam. Oh, maybe a Schwein. Counters out. Oh, and an armbar. Look at the torque on that arm. Trying to pop the shoulder right out of its socket. Oof. Stan Smith.
Fuerza still won't release that hold.
Fuerza's just eating those forearms. Eventually, you get knocked him into the corner. Stan Smith charging up. Fuerza gets out of the way.
He anticipates so well, JJ.
And now Fuerza. He'll be looking for a handspring cutter. Stan Smith catches him, sets him off the ropes. Go behind. Looking for the Dragon Suplex counter. Oh! Straight jacket German.
Just
cover. Stan Smith able to kick out.
He can't have much left though, JJ.
Well, his arm's been decimated. He just got dropped on the top of his head. Talk about a bad day at the office.
Or date night in the Mayfield household.
You're not wrong. Fuerza back to his local base. Stan Smith in the corner. He's having a hard time getting up. Referee might have to try and stop this thing here. I'm just toying with him. Just kicking him in the arm. Face Stan Smith with a punch and a forearm. And a European uppercut. Trying to put something together here and just getting kicked in the face for his efforts. Fuerza looking for Fuerza bomb here. Stan Smith, I don't know if he crumbled under exhaustion or if he's actually trying to fight this power bomb off.
A little bit of both, JJ. He blocked the move, and that's all that matters.
And now Fuerza gets him up. Stan Smith goes behind. And again, another forearm, followed by a chop. And again, Stan Smith just trying to get something going here.
Smith has done a great job of scouting Fuerza. He's countered so many of Fuerza's key moves. It's the only reason why he's still in this match.
Just seems like every time he starts to get a little bit of offense, Fuerza's able to shut him down. Fuerza got his steam, runs right into Stan Smith's boot. That's a sexy soul if I've ever seen one. Big knee to the face. Oh! Backstabber. Cover 1, 2, Stan Smith! No! Sexy Stan. Take another look at this. Knee right to the face, followed by double knees right to the back.
How infuriating would that have been to Fuerza to be pinned by a backstabber?
Well, that's one of his signature moves. See Stan Smith crawling into a cover again. Only a 2 count. Fuerza exhausting energy trying to kick Stan Smith's body weight off of him.
Smith didn't hook the leg there. You've got to do everything by the book to beat Fuerza. You're not going to get away with any lazy covers.
Smith bringing Fuerza to the second rope. Could be looking for an avalanche Hurricane Rana here. Oh.
I tried a Hurricane Rana once.
How'd that go?
Made the biggest splat sound you've ever heard, JJ.
I had a Hurricane on Bourbon Street once. Whoa!
Wow.
Spanish fly into the cover. Able to kick out of Stan Smith. Transitions into a crossface. Nowhere for Smith to go. He's in the center of the ring. He's crawling. I'll give him credit. Inching his way. Fuerza using a body weight. Countering, rolls through into a stranglehold. And that's it. Gabriel Fuerza.
Did you see that switch flip with Fuerza? As soon as he locked on those holds, it was over. You could see it in his eyes. There was no way that Sexy Stan Smith was getting out of that ring in one piece.
Gabriel Fuerza. What a match. What a debut for Sexy Stan Smith.
Impressive, but not impressive enough to knock off the Mr. Everything of Barrie Wrestling, El Diablo, Gabriel Fuerza. Well, I certainly hope this isn't the last that we've seen of Sexy Stan Smith. Really bright young star who could make a name for himself here in Barrie Wrestling if tonight is any indication of his talent.
Coming up next, we got Alexia Nicole going one-on-one with Ridley.
And we were shocked recently when Alexia gave up the Barrie Women's Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. She's only the second woman to ever hold that title.
What are you doing here? Oh, you ready to defend it? I can call somebody, get the ring set up.
I'm not defending that. I'm done with that.
What are you talking about?
I'm the champion of what? The one other girl in this company?
Well, yeah, competition's a little thin right now, but we can figure something out.
What are we gonna figure? I've shown up to this company every single month for the past over a year, and you know how many times I've wrestled? 4 times. I'm tired of having nothing here, okay? I want real competition.
All right, we could, but we'd have to, if you're not going to defend this, we got to take it from you. We got to.
I don't care. I want a real championship.
Well, okay, well, we could get you on the Christmas show against somebody. Do you care who it is? Or?
Just make it worth my time, okay?
Okay. Huh.
Shawn Gibson with that befuddled look on his face, as usual.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and
but he did deliver on Alexia's request for a quality opponent.
Diamond Jim, nothing makes me happier than seeing Shawn Gibson get put in his place. And that's why Alexia Nicole's my new favorite wrestler.
I think she's the biggest babyface in Barrie Wrestling right now, actually.
After what she did to Shawn, sign me up.
You know, we laugh, but people so often underestimate Alexia. She calls herself the Bubblegum Princess, and that disarms opponents. They think that she's a little silly not to be taken seriously, and then she surprises them. Ridley better be ready for one of the best competitors anywhere in indie wrestling.
Ridley, of course, trained by Josh Alexander, one half of the North, the greatest tag team of all time. Oh, hang on a sec. Alexia Nicole from behind trying to get the upper hand. That's one way to do it.
It's exactly what I was talking about. Ridley's thinking about Christmas. Oh, I've got little Alexia Nicole in the ring, and she's already making him pay for underestimating her.
Listen, I'm thinking about Christmas too. Turkey dinner, gifts, some rum, some beers.
You know that shirt Ridley's wearing was modeled after old Diamond Jim?
I actually heard that's not a shirt. That's just, those are his actual abs. Oh! Drop kick right to the face of Alexia Nicole.
He just kicked a girl in the face.
Alexia Nicole pointing out the obvious thing. Grabbing Ridley, throwing him face first in the turnbuckle. And again, you're absolutely right. It looks like Ridley did not take Alexia Nicole seriously, and she's going to make him pay for that.
And Alexia has a chip on her shoulder. For 2 years, she listened to everybody talk about how Jody Threat was the face of women's wrestling in Barrie, but she's been Jody's equal all the way through.
That's it, Jim. There's a cover. And 2 count. This new attitude to Alexia Nicole. She's angry. She wants to prove a point. She wants to be taken seriously as a professional wrestler. She said the women's division in Barrie wrestling is not up to her standards. So she forfeited the title. Really big splash in the corner.
Ridley used to having a bit of size and strength advantage against his opponents, but this much more so than normal. It's interesting to see how he's going to adapt his game to the much smaller and quicker Alexia Nicole.
Oh, Alexia Nicole, kick right to the gut. Shot to the back. Just dragging Ridley to the center of the ring by his hair. And forcing his face into the canvas. Alexia Nicole now just stomping a mud hole. Or a snow hole. Since it's Christmas.
You explained the joke, JJ. Good job.
You weren't laughing, so I thought maybe if I explained it, you'd laugh a little bit. But I guess not. Maybe it wasn't a good joke. The power of Ridley. Just scooping Alexia Nicole up. Oh my god. Transitions. Oh. Up. Wheelbarrow. What is happening?
Wow. What a counter by Alexia Nicole.
Shotgun drop kick. Ridley's head ricocheting off that middle turnbuckle. Double knees by Alexia Nicole.
This is going to be the key to Alexia having a chance to knock off Ridley. She simply cannot stop.
There's a cover. Only 2.
She's got to get right back on him. She cannot stop. If he gets a chance to recharge and use those power moves, Alexia will be finished.
Ridley looks a little worse for wear. I don't think he was expecting any of that. Again, right onto the hair. Now choking Ridley on the ropes, using her entire body weight. Ridley gasping here, trying to get any breath into his lungs, some oxygen into his brain.
Hit me. You want to hit me again? Come on, hit me. I dare you to hit me. Be a man and hit me.
Whoa.
Do it. I want you to hit me. Do it. You little bitch.
Oh!
Alexia going for that front lung blower. Ridley just tosses her off. There's a European uppercut right to the jaw and a kick right to the midsection, and now she might have angered Ridley.
There's confidence and then there's overconfidence, and Alexia may have crossed that line and unleashed a beast.
Dropped out of the air like a child falling off a swing set. There's a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker and another backbreaker. Ridley. Multiple backbreakers and a sidewalk slam. This could do it. Only 2.
Ridley is usually so composed in that ring. This is the first time I've seen him angry like this, JJ.
Yeah, something just got awoke in Ridley, and it might have been that slap to the face.
That's it.
Much like his mentor, Josh Alexander, he's all business normally.
Oh, hang on a sec. Alexia's shoulder might have just popped out here. Referee taking control of the situation, making sure that there's some separation.
Ridley
Oh,
also
come on! Alexia Nicole,
shades of Rowdy Roddy Piper.
faking an injury, says she could... Oh! Looks for the nollie go round, counter. Oh! The referee in the way there. Hang on a sec, what's Alexia doing here? Oh, Alexia! She just threw something out of the ring. What was that? Alexia just won the match. She punched him in the face and threw something out of the ring.
Referee Brad Myers was shaken up after a bump in the corner, and Alexia Nicole took advantage of that.
What did she hit him with? Ridley looks shocked.
Checking for blood. Whatever it was, she connected, JJ. Ridley's seeing stars right now.
Maybe she's been taking boxing classes. Nonetheless, the Barrie Wrestling Social Distance Spectacular moves forward.
JJ, lots of action coming up tonight, including our main event, Pretty Ricky versus Shane Saber for the Three Pistols Championship in a What the Charles Dickens match.
What the Dickens?
You know, I don't understand. Freaking Barrie Wrestling, they want me to defend the belt in 24 hours or something. I don't know how I'm going to be able to find someone, but... Oh. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm alright. Wrestling.
Wrestling, eh? Yeah, no, I'm a little jealous. I'm not wrestling, eh? At least I wasn't planning on it. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that message that Shawn put out there, but I got to defend the belt or something. I don't know if, you know, is it you want to do double duty? You want to have a goal or something, bud?
Me and you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you probably deserve it, right? I mean, you know.
You know what? I'm a little exhausted. I can't really wrestle today. Okay. But just...
You got another idea, eh?
Yeah, build something here. Wait for it.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. I got you something special.
I know that sound.
What do you think? We have a good old-fashioned Canadian chug off for the belt.
Oh, chug off for the belt.
Chug off for the belt.
You know what? I'm down for that. Here. Okay. Hey, we got a ref.
Hey,
yeah, that's it.
Good.
You try as hard as you want. I'm going to beat you, though, bud.
Okay, and...
Here you go.
Oh. Oh, you drank that so fast.
Yeah, it's...
What's going on?
I don't know.
You drank it so fast, I had no chance of drinking it.
I think I won.
Unfortunately for you, this is obviously a wrestling show for a wrestling title, so this is a wrestling match, not a chug off. And you seem to be dead on the ground at this point. Ref, get down, get down! Yes! Yes, get it! Get it! Yes, I'm the new champion!
Hello, I'm Wrestling Rock on Tour RJ City. You know, the holiday season is a lot like a wrestling show. Garish, overly long, and quite frankly, overpriced. But neither are really about commercialism for me. They're about putting smiles on people's faces. One while we spread holiday cheer, and the other while hitting people and yelling while being explicitly encouraged to do so. So this holiday season, put away your checkbooks and Diners Club cards. I'm not here to sell you anything or make a quick buck. I'm here to make you happy and cheer, or boo, or hiss, or heckle, or chant, whatever the circumstance requires. Commercialism? Piffle. I say this year, there's only one currency, and that currency is love.
Did Pretty Ricky drug BMD?
It looks that way, JJ. But regardless, we have a new Three Pistols champion, and he will be defending that title later on in tonight's main event in a What the Charles Dickens match.
What the Dickens? I had to do it again. So here we see Luke Dalrong on his way to the ring, in the ring. But he has his work cut out for him tonight. Because he's going one-on-one with this man, Jesse V.
Absolute walking condominium. Jesse V is power personified. Just look at the size of this man, JJ.
He just got in the ropes the way I used to climb over fences in grade 6. I mean, a lot more gracefully than I used to climb over fences in grade 6. But nonetheless.
JJ, I heard you got stuck on one of those fences once. Had to spend the night out in the cold.
It was actually the entire grade 6 year I was stuck on the fence. I had to repeat it. Here we go, there's the bell.
It's too bad your parents never came looking for you.
Oh! The power of Jesse V just sent Luke Dalrom right onto his face.
There have been a lot of great big men in Barrie wrestling, JJ, but I don't think anyone has ever impressed me the way Jesse V.
The agility of the drop kick by Luke. See, now gets Jesse V in the corner on the ropes. Jesse V's just too big. Hammers the back. Up and Dalrom lands on his feet. Takes a clothesline, hits the ropes. For Hurricanrana again, Jesse V is just too powerful. Keeps him off, lands on his feet, ducks under. Big clothesline into the corner from Jesse V. Beat him across the ring. He looks like he's wrestling his little cousin.
And the amazing thing is, he just gets better and better every time he gets in the ring. It was just over a year ago that he made his Barrie wrestling debut as Mark Wheeler's muscle. I don't know why he hangs around with that guy, but he's turned into a total package of professional wrestling.
He's becoming an absolute threat on his own. Let alone just being Mark Wheeler's hired muscle.
Oh!
Jesse V into the ring.
And let's be clear, JJ, Luke is an extremely tough, experienced fighter. He can take a punch, and he's just being manhandled by Jesse V right now.
He absolutely can, but man, Jesse V, there's something about the size of that guy, and he is just absolutely worn down. Luke Dalrom, he might not even be able to get back into the ring here.
Luke, come on, that's 6.
Referee at a count of 7. Barely able to get into the ring.
And I'm not sure that was a wise decision, because he's right back into the fire.
Listen, I would have walked away. Jesse V catches the leg, spins him around. Oh! Luke Dalrom with a forearm right to the face for a second one. Oh no. Jesse V.
Jeez! He hasn't even broken a sweat yet, JJ.
He threw him better than you can throw a baseball. Let's take another look. Jesse V. Just a monstrous chop in the corner. I don't think anyone should ever want to step in the ring with this guy.
You have to have a very poor sense of self-preservation to sign a contract to face Jesse V.
I mean, I get looking for an opportunity, but oh! The agility paying off because Jesse V just ate that post, and he's in a bad spot here. He's barely moving, but neither is Luke Dalrom.
Well, can you blame the beating the man's taken?
Jesse V.
Look at the look on his face.
Yeah, that just pissed him off. He's not in a good mood now. He wasn't when the match started, but he's certainly not in one now.
Well, I don't know if I've ever seen him in a good mood.
I'm sure he's in a good mood sometimes, like when he's at the gym. Kick to the midsection. Trying to kick him in the head, just a little too tall. A soul butt. Tornado DDT. Oh no. Oh. See, Jesse V still favoring that arm though. And Luke's noticed it. Luke going to work. Whoa, look at Hurricanrana again. Whoa!
Jesse V with one arm is still more powerful than 90%
Hang on a
of
sec,
people
there's
in the ring.
Only 2. Doesn't get much closer than that as there's a big Hurricanrana from the top rope to the ground. Luke Dalrom, head of steam. Hitting the ropes. Big drop kick, knocking Jesse V down. Into a cover again. This could do it. And again, Jesse V able to get his shoulder up. What is it going to take to keep this guy down for 3 seconds?
I don't know if there's anything that can keep him down. A few strikes right to the nose might help.
Jesse V back to a vertical base. This is what Luke shouldn't have let happen. Sidestepped. Luke into the buckle hard. Whoa! Agility. Now looking for that schoolboy power bomb. Right through the mat. Count to 1,000.
The combination of power and speed from this man is absolutely terrifying.
Jesse V. He's the total package. Speed, power, athleticism.
It's a shame that his manager, Nug, won't actually get him a title shot against the Golden Gun Mark Wheeler.
Oh, why would you? Those guys are friends.
It's all about opportunities.
He pays him to be his friend. That's the only way Mark Wheeler's going to get friends.
Well, that's true. I mean, even Santa Claus doesn't like Mark Wheeler.
Santa likes everyone.
Not Mark Wheeler. Santa and I are tight. We were talking. He wants to see Mark Wheeler get beaten up by the wild child, Jody Threat, her first ever shot at the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
That's coming up next. Here we go, Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match. Here comes the wild child, Jody Threat.
We saw Jody score a huge victory over Shane Saber at our last show. She is just an incredible professional wrestler, JJ. She's deceptively powerful, she's speedy, and she has a killer instinct. One of the toughest women or men we've ever seen in Barrie Wrestling.
You want to talk about killer instincts, you want to talk about tough guys. You can't have a conversation about tough guys without talking about this man, the Golden Gun, the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Mark Wheeler.
And all credit to Wheeler. He may have a very punchable face, but he is a physical specimen, he is smart, and he is ruthless.
War words already between these two competitors.
Wheeler shocked the Barrie Wrestling faithful by beating fan favorite Von Vertigo for that title. And he has looked almost unbeatable.
Well, part of that is definitely due to Nug and definitely due to Jesse V, but Mark Wheeler, you can't discredit him. He is an incredible professional wrestler.
I don't think he needs Nug and Jesse. He is that good. But I don't know if it's a lack of confidence, in the back of his mind. He surrounds himself with some nefarious characters. But boy, when that bell rings, he is all business.
There we go. Standoff to start things off here.
Jody often has a power advantage over her opponents, but she will not have that against Wheeler. He is in the best shape of his life.
Oh, hang on, there's a spear!
That could be it, JJ!
Great ring awareness by Mark Wheeler to roll to the floor, because that could have done it if Jody had gone for the cover there. Jody Threat. Stand on top of Mark Wheeler, referee counting them out. Jody does not want this to end like that, because if it does, Mark Wheeler retains the title.
Now, Jody's got to get a bit more awareness of that count. She's got to get in there. She has worked so hard to get this opportunity.
Jody into the ring. This is a first-time meeting between these two ever. Not just in Barrie Wrestling, a first-time meeting between Jody Threat and Mark Wheeler ever in the history of their careers.
Ever since this match has been announced, I've been so pumped. These are two of the very best.
Light suplex by Jody Threat. And Mark Wheeler Not a smart place for wrestling Jody Threat to end up. Jody Threat had a steam double knees to the back of Wheeler. Now just manhandling Wheeler. Wheeler backs her into the corner.
Now we were talking about... We were talking about them earlier, JJ, but notable by their absence, Jesse V and Nug. Do you think that plays into Jody Threat's
Mark
advantage?
Wheeler just ran a pick by the referee. I absolutely do think that it favors Jody Threat. It's almost as if Mark Wheeler's taking this match a little too lightly because he doesn't believe he needs Nug. He doesn't believe he needs Jesse V at ringside because he thinks Jody Threat is light work. I think Jody is going to prove him absolutely wrong here tonight. It's Mark Wheeler standing on the arms, stomping on the fingers of Jody Threat.
If Jody Threat's light work, then I'm 150 pounds.
There's a straight kick to the face.
Watch out!
Double axe handle to the back.
That's that new power element to Mark Wheeler's game. He's always had the speed, he's always had the skill, but now he can strike with power.
He absolutely can. Scoop slam by Mark Wheeler, and Jody Threat is in a bad spot here. Mark Wheeler, elbow drop right to the heart, into the cover. 2 count only. Jody Threat not going to give up.
Wheeler now starting to get a little overconfident, if you ask me.
Handful of hair. Jody Threat fighting back. You might be right, though. Mark Wheeler might be getting a little overconfident.
That spear early in the match seemed to wake him up, but now we're seeing some of those bad habits that have characterized his career.
Irish whip. Whoa. Sunset flip, only a 2 count. Oh! Mark Wheeler, a straight kick right to the mouth of Jody Threat, and she's going to need a dental plan now.
Jody clinging to those ropes. What's Wheeler doing?
Got Jody Threat's vest. Put it over her head.
Why?
Adding insult to injury. The Mark Wheeler special.
I just don't get this, JJ. I don't understand the need to humiliate his opponents. He's the Barrie Wrestling champion. Come on!
Now Jody Threat fighting back and just getting a knee right to the face for her efforts. Mark Wheeler in firm control of this match. Handful of hair dragging Jody Threat back to her feet.
It's pretty rare to see Jody Threat beaten up like this. Normally she's the aggressor.
Jody sidesteps, and now just laying into Mark Wheeler. But Wheeler again, able to shut down the attempt at any offense. Irish whip, wheelbarrow. Oklahoma roll, this could do it!
New champ!
Jody Threat is a half second away from being the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Suplex. Into the cover. Jody Threat just able to get her shoulder up. Taking out that backdrop driver right on the head.
Wheeler feeling that Myers was a bit slow on that count.
It's a regulation count. Jody Threat, she looks a little rough for wear here. She looks like she might just be done.
You can never count the wild child out.
Come on, Jody. Let's go.
Oh!
Wheeler's showing no mercy at all.
Well, you slap a man in the face, you awaken something in him. What awoken was a double-footed dropkick right to the face of Jody Threat.
Wheeler having words for the referee.
Choking Jody Threat on that bottom rope.
Did he just call him a jackass?
Sure did.
Again, Wheeler distracted with the referee.
Yeah, instead of staying on top of Jody Threat, he was really giving her a chance to recuperate. That could be the downfall of Mark Wheeler in this match. As you see Jody Threat slamming him head first in the top turnbuckle. She goes to the second rope. All the way to the top now. Back down in the middle.
It's a vulnerable position though, JJ.
Could be looking at that tornado suplex. And Jody grabbing front chancery, dragging Mark to his feet. Mark using the top of his head to crack the jaw, sidestepped by Jody Threat. Mijinoku drive! We got a new champion! No!
How did he kick out?
Only a 2 count. Mark Wheeler maybe on instinct alone able to get his shoulder up.
Threat got everything into that move. She planted Wheeler. I can't believe he's still champion.
Both competitors down. You got to think whoever gets up first is going to be my pick in this match, Diamond Jim.
Bold prediction, JJ. Bold prediction.
And I take the easy way out on 99% of things. 6. I forget a count of 6. This thing could have ended a double count. 7. 8. Mark Wheeler to a vertical base, count of 8 for a Polish hammer. Ducked by Jody Threat. Jody Threat looking at the Irish whip, countered by Mark. Wheeler runs right into a boot by Jody Threat. And Threat now up and over the bandera to the apron. Again, Wheeler over that Polish hammer, nobody home. Jody all the way to the top rope. Look at the flying V. Feels it. And now Jody could be thinking spear. Mark Wheeler just knees her in the gut and a punch right to the top of the head. This is classic Mark Wheeler. Out of steam, just knocking Jody down. Jody could be out here.
Wheeler's looking, he's methodically picking her apart, but he's got to finish her soon. The longer this goes, I think the more it benefits Jody Threat.
Jody Threat kick right to the face. Lung blower with a springboard. Mark Wheeler on the ropes, can you look at that double knees across the throat. Into the German suplex. If she hits this, Jim, it could be over. This is Jody Threat's best opportunity to become the champion now. Jody Threat, how much closer does it get?
You got to give credit to Mark Wheeler. We've seen so many men and women pinned after that move.
That combination by Jody Threat. She could be looking Jody bomb here.
Look at the power.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth. Hang on a sec, small package.
Pound for pound, I believe Jody Threat is the strongest person in Barrie wrestling.
Mark Wheeler. Sent with a backdrop, a back body drop. Jody Threat clothesline. Down goes Wheeler. Jody Threat looking for the F5. She's going to win the Barrie Wrestling Championship with an F5.
This has got to do it.
1, 2, oh! Take another look at that F5. That almost won Jody Threat the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
That split second she tried to catch her breath was the difference between winning the championship and this match continuing.
And now Jody thinking spear. She's hit it once. If she can hit it again, it's going to do it. Whoa, went for the super kick. Counter. Super kick to the knee. Went for the face. Jody blocked. Oh, and knee for her troubles. Knocking Jody out. 2 angle. Mark Wheeler saying he hates the referee.
I like Brad Myers. I don't know what Wheeler's problem is.
Somebody has to.
Here's Mom likes him too.
We're done. We're done. Hey, what? I'm gonna try now.
Mark Wheeler just said he's gonna try now. Dragging Jody to her feet just to knock her back down. Oh, and an elbow to the top of the head.
Where's all that?
Up, Jody Threat lands on her feet. Wheeler on and roll. Countered by Wheeler. Again looking for the Polish hammer. Nobody home. Straight punch right to the face by Jody Threat. She's going for the Jody bomb, Jim. If she hits this, we got a new champion. Cover. And Mark Wheeler able to just roll and get his shoulder up before. Great ring awareness. Great escapism by Mark Wheeler trying to get out of here as fast as he can.
Wheeler has got nothing left, though, JJ. And I agree. You know, that is the smarts we were talking about at the start of this match. Wheeler so intelligent in that ring.
And on Jody Threat for the wrecking ball drop kick. Caught by Wheeler.
Ooh.
And I was like, Wheeler's got the belt.
Come on, Mark, don't do this!
Come on!
Wheeler challenging the referee to disqualify him.
The referee's thrown this thing out.
Sorry, Jody. Not today.
Mark Wheeler using the championship advantage to get himself disqualified and retain the title. I mean, Jody Threat technically holds a victory over the Barrie heavyweight champion.
Not technically. She is the winner of this match, and Shawn Gibson better book a rematch between these two because Jody Threat had the Barrie Wrestling champion right where she wanted him and was within a breath of becoming champion herself.
Oh, look at this, Diamond Jim. I just got a text from Shawn Gibson, and he said this match ending is going to be addressed sometime in the near future. I'm assuming he's still trying to figure out how to address it.
Well, he'll just wait for a wrestler to come in and bully him into making the decision they want.
Coming up next, buckle your seatbelts, because we've got a What the Charles Dickens match.
Don't just buckle your seatbelts, put the kids to bed, make sure grandma's tucked in, because Pretty Ricky always brings the wild to Barrie Wrestling.
And he's defending the Three Pistols Championship against Shane Satan.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Shane.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I don't really have a store. Let's go.
Okay, well, because it's Christmas, I have a brand new championship. I wanted to give you something.
Thanks.
Merry Christmas, Shane.
What's in it?
Come on. Is it gonna explode? It's not gonna explode. Just open it.
Is it gonna explode? Not.
Thanks. Why do I need bananas? Well, you know what? Maybe you don't need bananas. No. But it does look like he does.
Monkey? What'd you do? Where? All that. Monkey! Monkey, wait! Ricky! Not playing these games. Where is he? Huh?
Hi, Shane. I hope you're having a Merry Christmas. And this is the ghost of wrestling past. Because in the past,
I have worked every job that I could possibly work within this business to get to where I am. And do you know who I interacted with? I interacted with the likes of Shane Saber, trying to hold down their position and trying to keep the younger generation from being able to succeed despite the obvious fact of talent overflowing in the vessel. And if you want to get what you want, if you want to get your friend back, well, I want you to act like a monkey.
Act like a monkey? What do you mean act like a monkey? How am I supposed to act like a monkey?
That's right. After everything you've done, after everything you've put me through throughout this scene, now it's your time to act like the jackanape.
Where are you?
That's not the game. That's not the game, Shane. You need to act like a monkey to find your friend.
What do you mean act like a monkey? How am I supposed to act like a monkey?
Shane, I'm screwing with you. I'm not gonna just give him to you. He's in the building. You better find him.
Great.
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you, Shane? Come on, I need just a little bit more from you than that.
What have you done?
I damn well know that you know my name.
I know your name.
Well, let's see how much you care about the scene. What's my nickname, Shane?
Nickname?
What's my nickname? You tell me.
Kissable. Blackballed. The Three Pistols champ. Pretty. Gorgeous. What do you want me to say? What do you do? Don't worry. You okay? You okay? You good? You okay?
Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus.
Hard body, get on. Come on. Down. Good? Where is he? Where is he?
I'm off. I'm being Shane Saber.
Ring the bell.
Give me the bell.
Oh, sorry.
Raise my hand. Raise my hand.
Okay.
Thank you. Hard body. Get out. Get out.
You in?
Come on. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Fight to the end, 'cause your life will depend on the strength that you have inside you.
Santa, are you okay?
Oh, never better, Diamond Jim, but Tricky Ricky, he better look out because I think he's going to be on my naughty list for at least the next 500 years.
Well, I can't say I blame you, but since you brought up your list, a few members of the Barrie Wrestling cronies who help put on these shows, they asked me to ask you, are we on your nice list, Santa?
Well, let's see here. Cronies. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, here you are. Oh, this isn't good. Shawn, Amanda, Eric, Bryan. Oh, and yes, even you, Diamond Jim. Well, you're on my so-so list this year. Lucky for you, cronies, you're friends with Santa's favorite elf, the no-nonsense pixie Shelley Weiss. Since Shelley never stops believing in the magic of Christmas, Santa's going to book this Christmas on the fly and put you on the nice list. But remember, it's Shelley's Christmas spirit that got you there.
Oh, thank you so much, Santa. Thank you, Shelley, especially. And finally, thank you, fans, for joining us tonight at our first ever Christmas social variety show. Please remember what Santa talked about at the start of the show. Follow the link in the comments below to go to our Barrie Wrestling GoFundMe page and support Barrie and District Christmas Cheer. They do so much for our community. Please give back. Santa, normally I close these shows, but I can't upstage the man in red. Take us home, Santa.
Oh, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.